WBCN, the legendary 104.1 WBCN. We are Toucher and Rich. And we've been doing this douchebag contest, top 16 douchebags. And the guy who lost in the first round is named Guy Fieri. And we started to become fascinated with Guy.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Because he's like a cook on the Food Network, but he's got a lot of personality. He rock and rollizes everything that he touches.
Mm-hmm. Chicken patty burgers.
That's right, and he's got all these great catchphrases like...
Now some chicken patties have been doing time here in the fridge.
He does advertisements for chain restaurants where he goes like, check it out, awesome. Chicken teriyaki, dude.
Donk.
Where he cooks, it's got like all this cool rock and roll stuff in the background. He's got a pinball machine, bumper pool. And by the way, lest you doubt his rock and roll cred, I was online last night looking for Guy Fieri videos, and look what I came across. Can you tell what's going on there, my friend?
Is he on stage with the Red Rocker?
That would be Guy Fieri on stage with Sammy Hagar.
It just so happens my restaurant carries Cabo Wabo tequila.
And they're doing the best of both worlds, like walk. You know, Sammy Hagar used to do that across the stage.
And Fieri's got his trademark sweatbands on.
Sunglasses.
So we said, let's have Fieri on, and let's create a radio show that is winner, winner, chicken dinner, that's out of bounds, as he would say.
Right.
And here's what we came up with. Hey everybody, it's WBCN 104.1 The Rock of Boston.
Woo! Getting hot in here.
And we are Toucher and Rich, and we are taking you home. And you know, a lot of times, Rich, when you think of food shows, you think of cooks, like girly men. Or like just maybe not even that, but maybe just something we can't get into. Well, the times have changed because we have a man on the show with us right now who...
One of my favorites.
Who you know from shows like Guys Off the Hook, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. His name is Guy Fieri. Guy, what's up, man?
What is up, guys?
It is a pleasure.
The whole platform of cooking sure has changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It has changed. And, Guy, do people ever underestimate your cooking because you are such a wild man?
You know what? That's funny. I've never been asked that question. I don't know. You know, I don't try to be anything that I'm not. I'm self-taught. You know, I never went off to culinary school. You know, I got my college degree in restaurants, and I own 5 restaurants in California. I cook anything, but I don't really know. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I think that at first people look at it and go, oh, the guy with the spiky hair and the tattoos, and I think they're probably most surprised to find out that, you know, how much I'm into kids. You know, I have 2 young boys myself. You know, how much I'm into charity and, you know, doing philanthropy work and stuff. I think those things are a little surprising because they're thinking I'm just a Harley-riding, you know, party boy. But that I think is surprising. But I've never had them question, you know, can I cook it off the hook? That I feel down pretty good.
You see, Guy, what surprises me the most about... By the way, this is Rich, but you can call me Chainsaw. Guy, what surprises me...
I love it.
Yeah, all right. But what surprises me the most, my man, Guy, is that I turn on the TV and I'm flipping around. I got to admit, I'm trying to find, like, I'm going between games and maybe trying to find a hot chick over on the Latino channel, you know? But I find... You know what I'm talking about, but I find you sitting there, and you're cooking, but you're cooking man food, and then you got, like, a kick-ass drum kit in the back, and I'm like, pow, you got mail.
You know, I'm going to tell you something. When they said, well, what do you want your show to be like? I said, well, I want it to be a cross between, you know, your favorite cooking show meets your favorite rock show meets Jackass. You know, I want something that's really got some pop to it, because we're also... you know, we require so much. It's not just like sit there and tune. You got to be feeding all the senses from your emotional side to the physical side to the spontaneity side to the flavor side. You know, there's so many different components.
To the rock and roll side.
Oh, brother, let me tell you something. Some of the best cooking I've done is with my buddy Sammy Hagar.
Wow, Sammy Hagar. Woo!
Oh yeah, Sammy's a hell of a cook too, man.
Now, we're talking to Guy Fieri, Toucher and Rich Show. Guy, what makes your food so out of bounds? What makes it so rebellious?
Well, I think it goes back to that old question of how did you learn to cook? You know, my parents were pretty creative cooks, or they still are, and my dad would always challenge me. He would grab, like, 5 things out of the cupboard and say, okay, what could you make, on a pork chop with this? And it was so funny because it really made me learn, like, what does mustard taste like, and, what does rosemary taste like, and how do these things go, and, what fats are you going to use? You're always cooking with some form of fat, And so I think that's it. But I think the other piece about it is I really am not scared to make mistakes, and I try to encourage people all the time. It's like someone writing a song. Not every song on the album is going to be that, the top #1 song. So you got to be willing to throw it out there. Some things evolve into incredible dishes, and some things are okay. And it's just like take chances, live on the edge.
Now listen, guy. I live on the edge every day. But listen, Guy, there's one thing that I watch in your show, and I'm really kind of fascinated by your refrigerator that you've got. That just looks like a kick-ass hot rod. How did you get a custom-made Corvette fridge?
Now, you are on point. By the way, how to get you guys. Can I get you guys on the internet? Can I stream you guys?
Oh, of course you can. We're the Rock of Boston, baby.
This is hysterical. When I come, my wife's family's from Rhode Island. When I come back to Boston, I gotta come here. This music being jammed into the middle of this thing is a riot, dude. This is off the chain.
Oh no! Well, listen, Guy, I gotta tell you, I'm watching your show, and now I'm a regular. Okay, Chainsaw and the Missus. We sit down, we watch it, and we love it. And I've got it all recorded on the TiVo. But there's only one part of your show that I think fully lacks here. The only part of the show, and your show is extreme.
Oh, boy.
It's money. It's on like Donkey Kong. But there's only one part of the show that I think is missing a little bit, and that's your intro. It doesn't rock hard enough. You know what I mean?
You know what? I'll tell you something. You couldn't have hit it more on the head, but you gotta see. It's kind of like recognizing that I've got a real big full profile of people to watch the show, and you'll stick with that show, going through the kind of easygoing, strolling discussion of the menu topics of the day. And we'll get through that together. But some people need it to be a little normal at first. You don't get on the roller coaster and it doesn't shoot straight up in the air the first second you're on.
Well, Guy, listen, I thought I would help you out here because I came up with I got a drum kit not in my kitchen like you because that's like the greatest, but I got one in my basement.
Yeah.
And I came up with a theme song for your show. Would you like to hear it?
I'm dying to hear it.
All right, man. Here we go.
If you like kick-ass sloppy joes and badass rock and roll, come on, then you come to the right place. Oh, yeah. It's Guy Fieri. Chill. Rock and roll cooking show. Ooh, la, la. Who thought someone could mix rock and roll and barbecue like this? Dude, his kitchen has a drum set, and check out his frosted tips. Some call him the food dude, I just call it rock and roll. Oh, yeah. He pimps out TGI Fridays, a chain restaurant with some soul. Pinball, bugaboo, rock and roll, and some fresh Salisbury steaks. Dirt bike, bullet shirt, flames on his fridge, up in your face. Hey man, where are we gonna party tonight? Dude, Guy Fieri's house. That guy makes some kick-ass burgers. He's got a recipe for kick-ass chicken po' boys in your face. Rock and roll chef, he'll give you a taste. Guy Fieri.
I don't know if you guys have been channeling my energy, but you just made that's it, baby.
Guy Fieri, the most kick-ass guy around. Thank you so much for joining us, my bro, and thank you so much. It was off the hook. Thank you so much for coming on.
Guys, I got to tell you something. I've been on a lot of radio shows and a lot of talk shows, without question, and I'm sitting here in front of a bunch of my friends, and I'm telling you guys have got to be hearing this. They're trying to get it on speakerphone. This is legitimate, without question, the craziest show I've ever been on.
No! Out of bounds!
By design. All right, baby. Thank you so much, Guy, for hanging out with us, and we will talk to you soon.
Anytime, guys. You just call. I'll be waiting for it.
All right. I love it, Guy Fieri. Kiss him on the mouth.
I think you've made a new friend.
We just threw the whole cheese and caboodle at him.